Hello. Tansi. Okay. Greetings. And now that everyone is off, no one is, what do you call it? On live. Now that I can go live, I waited. So, let me introduce myself. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Greetings, everyone. And if any of those want to come on and talk, and you can come on and talk. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay because I am tired. I have been busy since Tuesday and being uh, in Oregon. So let's go ahead and talk. I do want to talk about, I'm very, very disturbed about how some humans do not think properly. Oops. For some reason. Say, John, thank you for joining. I gotta try to bring myself up here so I can sit better. Okay. Greetings. I have some news that I'm not really happy about. I got there Tuesday, and that was the reason why I was doing a raffle, but it got postponed, the conference meeting in Oregon. Got to visit my kids out there. But again, I did get to Crater Lake, and went up there. My husband says, I'm going to help you some way. Sounds like you're down there. I am. I did a lot of crying. What I'm going to say is, and I know there hasn't been no reports or anything. I'm trying to grab it. So, Coyne. Thursday night, Tuesday night, we got there, and we pulled in our RV and went ahead and parked it over by the lake area. And I did my calling, and my husband says, you heard a knock. I said, was it one or two? He said, one. I said, okay. Then when I had got on the quad to go up a little more because my legs were hurting already, and me walking up is not very good this past couple times. So I went up the ways, heart. My husband's radio me doing a check. I'm fine. I'm not quite up there yet. It's still got about a 30-minute walk. He says, well, go as far as you can with the quad and then, do a call again so they know you're around. Now, it's been a while since I visited this club. And when I got up there, I did bring a flashlight. I did bring apples, peanut butter, and I did bring some chocolate, or Tootsie Rolls. Then there was popcorn. And when I went back towards the left, then I can hear them. So I sat down. Tansei, hey, you made it. Greetings. I'm sorry, I'm really tired and drained. Because when you do investigation, it drains you a lot. I took some pictures, and they're like almost the same ones, but these ones are a little different. I just used my old ones. The other ones I will post too. So I got there, and I can hear them coming because after I did my call, and I said, "Forgive me. I know it's been a year since I've been here, but I have been out of commission." So they just don't want to stop. All right, I don't care no more. So I kept feeling from Mother Earth unsettled. So I took off my sandals. Well, the sandals that I had are wrapped. Took them off, and then I was barefoot. And yes, barefoot in the woods. That is me. You hear it on Sanga's Shadow 2 when we did investigation together. I went barefoot. So, Tansei CP, greetings. Did you receive a package today? So, I spoke with one of the females, and she says there's so much anger, and that many mothers are crying. Now, to this clan, I have to speak with my hands. Their dialogue is different. So I was understand what they were saying. But what told by her that very juvenile was shot. They say, why humans? Why humans do things like this? I said, is it hunting? And I'm not familiar if it's hunting time or not. Brother JP, hola, thank you very much for joining. And thank you for the little donations. Much appreciated. And so I asked how long? And it's been 2 months. He had ran, and it got harder for him to breathe. And when he did reach the clans, I tried everything to help him, and it didn't do very well. They all gathered around, and I know they do this. They dig about maybe 6 feet, and when it was his time to pass, they already laid him. So there was a mound, and then you can see just one stick up by the mound, not in the middle, but like in front, just like how you would put a basket, the whatever you call these again, funeral baskets, yeah. And It has been very difficult. Levon, hello, sweetheart. Many blessings to you. I don't know. CP, did you receive a package today? And so I asked them, no package yet. I have been talking with them. I said, you all come to my border of California and Nevada. So this is border. And I said it would be safer. But she says there are 5 clans in Oregon that cross over. And I said, well, come to the border and be with my other clan there. Up there is mostly trash. People from the freeway. And she said she was sorry. She didn't know. They have to understand and listen to their leader. So that way they're understanding. TANSI, Wojo, how are you? If you want to join on, come in, you're welcome. I'll put it on, or in case anyone does. You did have an interesting night, but I will say this. They did try to speak with you guys, and I'll talk to you another time if you come on. So I missed the live tonight. My YouTube was so messed up. We'll have to catch up. It's fine. It's okay. They had a hard time trying to get the live because the Satanga and the Dogman was around and they kept messing with the equipment. So, but yes. So, people that are carrying guns with them, I'm not really happy about it, but I can't. That's their opinion, their ways of doing things, doing investigation. So, Wojo's going to thank you, Wojo, for joining me.
TANSI, Elder. TANSI to everybody.
Yes, TANSI.
So, forgive me all. TANSI, hi. I am actually driving. I just got out of the woods here in Massachusetts, southeastern Massachusetts. So I'm in the dark, if you guys don't mind. So before I say any more, what did you think of the whole investigation, Elder?
The communication, I believe it's very positive and learning experience. I did feel them there because I was on the car. So, but yes, they were around you guys, and this is why you guys are having too much frequent off and on. And
yes,
the Dogman was there. I know Richie doesn't like to hear the word, but I was trying to see if I can get myself there, but my husband kept saying, "No, you're too drained. We're tired." Because we just got home ourselves from Oregon, so and so I said I had to make sure I got to get on and watch. And he says, "Well, observe from the phone." So, and I was observing from my tablet, and then it kept giving me a hard time, so I just stayed to the phone. But you're about humans stepping in your area, is disrespectful what they were doing.
Oh, the hunters, yes. Um, well, for everybody who doesn't know who I am, I'm the Wojo. I am the co-host of the Banter with Richie B. We are boots on the ground, and we do go on live. And we did a daytime, dusk time investigation, which Elder was with us. Um, so we have a gifting chair where we provide gifts and blessings to the forest people. And well, when we got there, we do leave up uh, peanut butter. We have Concord grape jelly, and the reason why with the jelly is that they were gifting us what we have here is the fox grapes, which are edible. And so I thought I can reciprocate with the Concord grape jelly. Well, we do have Elda gave us a beautiful necklace that was blessed by the council, which is I'm very thankful. Um, and we've been getting a lot of um, well, we back up. Well, we have rocks that represent them, and there's two golf balls, an orange one, which is me, and a yellow one, which is Richie. And ever since we have these golf balls, now we're having a form of communication because they're moving the balls and the rocks around. And for us Americans to get an understanding um, of the placements of the objects is second to none. They are cleaning out the peanut butter jar that is perfectly clean and the grape jelly. Um, well, anyways, I was really looking forward for the gifting chair until, as I'm coming, I see a hunter's stand, which is directly in front, 50 yards away of the gifting chair. I don't believe that they know that the gifting chair is there, but I was very upset and it's very troubling to see because the Satongas, they were there. They didn't eat the peanut butter jar or the grape jelly. They did eat the zingers. But the way they placed the peanut butter jar and the jelly was the outskirts of the woods. It was like trying to tell us something. And where we had our golf balls and the rocks, that something wasn't right. I have a cross. Um, I have a cross that was also in that little circle of us, of the rocks and the golf balls. Um, it was upside down, but it was aimed like 1 o'clock, and that was the amazing part was the direction. And as I was looking at the direction, as before I looked up, our friend Andy, um, he goes, "Wojo, look up in the tree," and there was a deer vertebrae hanging on a tree, and I was kind of blown away of why it was there. But also to the right of the tree, where we usually like come in, was these tree structures. Um, to me, it almost looks like a rectangle, Elder. That it looks like a rectangle, like it was telling us something, because they never do that. They don't
They
put tree structures
communicate.
like the way.
They do
Yes,
that for
but I never
communication,
seen that type
trying
of.
to give you a warning or something's in the area.
Yes, and I felt that it was a warning. I didn't treat it like it's bad for us. I think it was bad of just, but also them, and um, it was like really second to none communication. So,
Correct.
um, so we decided to move the gifting chair. We had to get it out of there, even though that's telling us, to put it at a sacred place, which we did
Right.
for now. Um, so I found a spot, but here's the problem. Fall is here. The leaves are coming down, and when winter comes, it's going to be bare. And I don't bare as of like all the leaves are down and the trees are bare. I don't want the chair to stick out or the gifts to these
Right.
hunters. So, um, so I took it like a negative to a positive, but it's very disheartening. As you can see our reactions on the live, like we were very upset um,
Yes.
that all
So
this was
were many of
happening.
us. Many of us were,
Yeah,
and some. This is why I
and
say some humans don't think properly or try to communicate with someone in the area or like keep an eye open. Excuse me, your is this your area, or even you're just visiting, because no one can really claim areas unless you're the landowner.
right,
But to for your clan, which Richie has been communicating um, with the female and the big one, which he is the leader.
yes,
And now that you have been doing it for a year and a half with him, even he has 10 years, but they still have the respect for both of you.
yes,
Um,
yes.
if they don't like your guests, they'll make it known.
Oh yeah.
They will tell
Um,
you they can feel their energy, or if they believe in them or they don't accept them, they can let you know that.
right. Um, oops. So what happened was is that we walked through the woods after we moved the chair.
Dansei, tales told the dark. Greetings. I think Wojo froze. Wojo is a very kind gentleman. Richie is very kind, but he speaks loudly. Every time I go there, they all tell me the loud man. I'm sure Walter will come back as soon as either he's in a dead zone area. Oh, he's coming back here. Let me add him again. Hold on, people. Uh, okay.
Okay, hello, I'm back. And thank you for having me on. And so we moved the chair, and now we're just researching, and I can hear the Satongas nearby, like this loud, like
Uh-huh.
scream or screech, which was pretty cool. Um, I think that I wanted to go off the beaten path and check out certain structures. Richie
Right.
goes, "Well, let's just go down further down on the path." And so as I got down and started walking, all of a sudden, I think that the Satonga there didn't expect that, and we heard this like yell, and we're like, "Whoa!" So we have a river nearby. It's called the Farley. So we sometimes do our night investigations there. So we have our friend Andy, who's been in the woods, plenty of times. Um, that he has what you call an obulus. Andy's into the paranormal, but he's also with us, you know, um, researching CI'TANYA. And what was amazing is that we sat there, and all of a sudden we can hear them walking. I can hear brakes. I can hear they were throwing objects at us, and so that's when we decided to start talking with them. Um, what I mean talking with them is that it's just we're just trying to communicate, and for us as researchers, we're very unique because you know what we're funny guys, but we also care, and we're just having a fun chat, and they're responding to us by this obulus, but also they're throwing objects. They were throwing objects in the water. Um, they also said that where they were to the east and they were to the west. So I pulled out my compass and I said, is that you from the east and you from the west? And both one threw from the east threw an object in the water, and then the other one to the west threw one right by me in the path. And so, um, and then one of them was communicating with us through the obulus, and we asked what their name was, and they said their name. And when I heard that, because we figured that had to be his name, and we mentioned, "Is this your name?" And I'll tell you, it's like someone threw a car in the water, something
Yeah,
large. It's saying that is me. I
he is
am
the
the leader of the
he is
clan.
yes, he is the leader of the clan, and he's the one that watches you guys every time by the when you cross over that creek,
Yes.
or even
Um,
like the other day when you guys were in the structure zone, which is you guys call the college or something.
yeah, the university and the college. Yes. Um,
He was there observing as well because I got startled when I was trying to get there, and
oh, yeah, I know what day
all
you're talking. That was yeah, that was the time it
that
got dark, and
uh,
it got dark where we were. We were deep into the university, and we call it the university because it's a much. This is a very big area of structures. When I mean a big
yes,
area, it's a very
he
big
doesn't
area
li-
of
he doesn't like
structures.
humans going through there.
No, absolutely not. And it was dark out, and I felt uncomfortable of being near. I'm seeing a lot of the big markers, the big X's. Um,
Yes,
I I we didn't want to disrespect them, so we tried to get out of there, and we could hear
of
them
course. Yeah,
and
but
hear
he
them
was
walking.
also allowing you guys to be somewhat close, and
Yes,
I liked it that because he was trying to communicate with you guys, and
yes, yeah.
when you feel that you're over, how do you say, you're overwhelmed. You can't take a
Yes.
bite of the bear root. That's
Um,
why I mentioned it tonight. And I know he didn't have the bag, and
no,
that's
I
like
had the
if
bag.
Richie didn't have his.
Yeah.
And I know
Um,
when he does, but that's why I said to help him because I know he was excited, but he was having like an anxiety, but of a joy way.
well, I, one thing I will say about Richie is that um, Richie's been it's been many years for him of understanding. It all started in his backyard.
Yep.
So now, we're doing lives, and we're um, speaking to our audience, our community, our inner circle, which is always endlessly big. Um, and you try to keep people informed of what's going on. So you kind of like a play-by-play announcer, and it takes a lot out of you because you have to repeat a
Correct.
lot. Hey, I'm Richie B. We're located the southeastern Massachusetts, Bridgewater Triangle, blah blah blah. So, um, but I think that with all this energy that was going on was second to none. If any of you who are new, you know, I'm the co-host, and you can see if you like and subscribe to Banter with Richie B on YouTube, you can watch our live, and
Yeah.
you can literally hear like things being thrown at us. Um, you can hear that we're talking to them, and every time we would ask a question, we are getting responses. It's second to none, and I think that's what um, I grabbed Richie's phone so because it's live and I want to give him a break because yeah, it is
It's
overwhelming,
overwhelming for him at times.
but it's so joyful and I
Yeah.
get it and I'm excited, but at the same time I'm trying to be trying to be Joe Cool at the same time and I felt and you feel like very comfortable with this energy.
Yes.
Um, so uh,
It's like
eh, go ahead.
it's like how I tell you both to you got when you're trying to communicate with them in any way, you always have to say with a calm voice or calm. Just try to be calm when you're trying to interact with them. And I know that he gets
Right,
excited and he's a little loud, but that's his character and they're going to learn that. But right now they understand that he's
right.
a funny man and you can hear them actually laughing when you guys do funny things or
Oh,
like you were singing, you can hear the and then the snort and a snort.
yeah.
I believe Sparky had gotten one clip where he heard a snort and then like a laugh because they do that. The way they laugh a lot deeper than a human does. Don't start yawning
Well,
now.
we
I don't want to keep going.
no. I'm sorry. It's a long investigation. We've been on the woods since 5 o'clock, and you know, I've been on my 2 feet, so I haven't sat down. But it's well worth it. It's well worth their company as much as Richie's and Andy's company, which I enjoy, and all
Yes.
of you, and that's what makes me tick. And going back to all this communication, it wasn't. I mean, it's intense because it's exciting, but I just thought maybe it's a moment where we can try to break things up, and so that's why we started joking around.
Right.
And if you watch the live, everybody, I even sang to them.
Yes, you did. For a minute,
Yes,
you
we
said you were very white.
yeah yeah. Elder kept throwing quarters in the jukebox, so I had to keep singing, and we had a lot of fun. And but what's beautiful too, Elder, is yourself, Sparky, and a lot of our audience members um, who are from all around the world because we are worldwide. And I say
Yes.
that because it's everyone has a connection with us, and we have a connection with them, and with you and Sparky and everybody, and you folks out here that are listening. Because I can't really see any chats because obviously I'm driving, um, but at least we get to a chance to try to really understand, um, which we've been learning the behavior. Um, when you hear, oh, you put peanut butter, you're putting food out there for them, you're baiting them. No, baiting is like when you feed them every single day and you live like, right down the street. They'll be knocking at your house. And if you don't give them food, they can get angry. Well, we don't do that to try to manipulate, um, for them to be around us to feed them all the time. No,
Right.
it's feeding them as a gift and blessings. And it's also research. And research to us
is reading what is in on the bottle or the plastic container. You
in,
know,
and we have them moving the rocks. They're
yeah,
communicating with the rocks, which is them, and our golf balls, which is us. And they're also putting leaves, and they're placing leaves in certain spots, which I make. Are you still there? Whoop.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Um, so what I usually make is like I made a circle, and the circle is the um, Native. I was trying to think a Native American, and I was trying to think something powerful for letters or symbols, um, which is the circle. It's the circle of life. If you look that up, and the triangle, um, what the X means, and things like that. So I'm doing my research to understand and to and how much I care about this because I'm the one that's doing the gifting and setting it up.
Right.
And to see these leaves, to lead into the triangle is absolutely like it's beautiful. And what they do is beautiful. And um, so it's where we come from, me and Richie and everybody else in our circle is passion, love, and that yes, we believe they do exist. But you know what? We don't want any harm to them. Um, and when see I'm like a shepherd. People say, "Well, I don't believe in Bigfoot," or
Right.
I don't believe in God." So I use this analogy: is that you know, why Bigfoot doesn't exist? Why does God not exist? My thing to you is to ignore other people, be yourself, and figure it out through yourself. And through yourself is put your boots on. You go into the um I'm sorry, I just got a text. You put the boots on, go in the woods, and you'll have a sense on what's going on, and only you will know that. Okay.
Okay.
And I was a borderline skeptic. Now, for God, if you don't believe in God, well, because people say that. Well, yeah, I don't believe in God because so and so told me. Well, I don't want to do it that way. In order for me to know what what who God is, you grab a Bible and read. And for what I read as a young Christian is God's word, and it's our everyday life that you read upon. And so it's called research. You're researching God. You're researching the Satangas, and it's all love and it's all respect. And if you don't believe, that's fine. I mean, I I would never criticize you um, or ridicule you. That's up to you.
Right.
And not only that, I don't force religion upon anybody because of I'll
Correct.
plant that seed in your heart, but that's up to the Lord Himself to to put
Exactly.
to water
That's
you and shine you, put sunshine on you. So so we walk that fine lines of life, and that's why we have like tree structures. I have a friend that's in the forestry department in the University of Georgia, and what he does is go into the woods and investigate invasive bugs that are from Europe or from Asia that is destroying our agriculture. And so I would show him pictures, and he would just say, "Well, Joe, I don't know what's going on up in Massachusetts, but I've never seen anything like this in my life." So we're reaching out to others, other resources. Elder, who's a Native American descent. I mean, and others for that sake that we reach out to you in resource and have this discussion. And there's others that have seen the Satongas and have their experiences.
right.
And So it's all about love, blessings, and you know what? Um, I believe they're people too, and why should they be destroyed because of who we are? Like we make the choices of who lives and who dies. We shouldn't be like that because you have two choices in life. Do you want good or do you want bad? There's no
Correct.
gray area. There's no middle.
I don't know what happened to me. It's all black, but I'm here.
I know, me and you.
I mean, I can see your face, but you can't see me at all. I'm like, where did I go?
I could hear clicking. I'm like, where did she go? Um, so yeah, if any of you folks would like to check us out, I mean, look, we're not looking to be rich. We're not looking to be famous because that's not what we're here for. Um, you know what?
You're
If
here to learn and share the
exactly
knowledge. That is all I
right,
have been fighting. My council members, my my elders, as respect to share some information. But yes, there are native laws that we have to protect. But I'm also want you, for those who want to know about the Satangas or Savis, Bigfoot, the respect you have to try to have a communication with them, but you have to have an open mind and a calm heart because that is what is very important. And if they can pick it up if you are mad or upset, because to them that's bad energy. And they
yes,
live, they're Mother Earth's angels that the Creator helped her
yes,
to live and protect her land, the world.
amen, amen.
And
And
it's just like how I was just saying in the beginning of my when I would started the live. I said I'll wait till you all finish your live and then I'll come on because I was gonna start to go live, but then I said no, I won't do that. That's I don't want to disrespect you guys because to me I that tells me I need to be there too because I enjoy that. Enjoy letting you know certain things.
yeah,
And it's and I don't always point out everything because I know you have to learn for yourself. But I'm there to give that guidance out to you. I
that is
see my
true.
movie, but I don't see help.
But I just have one question to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Where's supper? Where's our dinner? We were trekking through the
I
woods for 5 hours. And if you've
well
been
I
with us, where's our
I
supper?
I got a big old pot of menudo with pig's
Ah,
feet.
ooh,
Menudo is like
Mexican soup.
hangover soup or sick soup. But usually Mexicans make it like for on the weekend. So when you're partying Friday and Saturday, it's ready Sunday.
Right, right,
But
right.
I cook it when my husband feels like he wants to have because he likes the harmony and the pig's feet. Very little
Ah,
tripe that goes in it. But
yeah.
I have made this big pot, so and about 25 pig's feet. And
Ah,
once it's dissolved off the bone, then it's ready. See, I
ah.
put it with onion and garlic
Oh,
and cilantro in it and jalapeno, and then I let
cilantro.
it boil. And then when it's done, you put it in the bowl with some fresh onions, green and white or purple, and cilantro, and squeeze lemon, and
Ah,
you have a tortilla on the side, and you eat it with the guacamole.
oh, mamia. Oh, mama.
Yeah.
You got me going. You got my stomach growling.
As
Um,
when you were saying, Southern women know how to make biscuit. Excuse me. That's what I said. Excuse me. Yes.
yeah, I saw that. And then I heard this, and it sounded like the female. I'm like, oh boy, we were talking about single guys. Um,
But then
so
too, the Satangas there are very. very respectful, very lively. They
They're very excited out there.
yes.
They're
And
very.
you're when I was telling you guys were getting new structures. You
We were
did
getting new.
got
Yeah.
you did get 5 new structures out there. And I was like,
Oh.
oh, I think
Oh yeah.
Rick didn't remember. And he's like, Sparky goes, that's okay. In his old age, maybe he forgot. And I said, no, he's gonna know. And what happened? You guys were getting both excited for all these structures coming that you saw. I mean,
Right. New structures, new glyphs, um,
new prints.
new prints. Yeah, so much. And I hope, because I just want everyone to understand that we are researchers, but we're not we are not like the know-it-allers, and because not everything's Bigfoot. Um,
Correct.
and we keep an open mind, and we keep things peaceful, and we keep things very, very positive, because and like Mama Elder said, it's about positive energy. And I'll tell you, when I'm talking about it and what have you, being out in those woods is a different animal. It is second to none. Like, it's exhilarating because of what you hear, what we're hearing. I mean, what you can hear, and you're there. It's just awesome. I mean, we did have we do have thermal, and we saw one of the Satongas, and um, we've been seeing them a lot on the thermal now. Which before, it's very hard to really see them, and in time. Well, how about this? It's called patience, which I mean time. They don't live
Right.
on time. We do. So we have to show the same patience as them, because we do have audio of them talking and having um, behavior, and listening to them mimic other animals. Um, but we're going through a linguistics expert, and so that they're um, excuse me 1 second. Is that a tick? Yep. Nope. Nope. Get off me. Um,
You
always check
always
for
gotta
ticks.
check. Yes,
So
always.
so you just have to what was I saying? I was so excited today. Yeah, it's just look, just keep that open mind, have fun. We're not, like I said, there's a lot of other Americans out there that they
Oh,
claim that
hey, I
they have.
did it.
Hey,
Hey.
um,
Sorry.
there are people that claim that they're like the experts, and everything's got to go through them and what have you. Well, this is why we get these opinions um, through experts on linguistics and stuff like that, and we told him we don't want it to go around, because we want to keep it. Well, we're not gatekeepers, but uh, we have to like watch ourselves, so other people out in the world, the wrong people, I call them, that will try to take credit. They will try to kind of stir up the pot, and show like where they live, and and things like that. They don't have the passion. They don't have the love that we do. I'm sorry. Um, so I can't see any comments, but if anybody has any questions, it's banter with 60. Uh, we usually have a podcast on Saturday nights at 6 p.m., and we usually throw audio. We usually throw um, different structures, and have these discussions of the gifting chair, because I have pictures of before,
And
as I
after.
set it up, and then after, because it's very important that they are communicating with us. We just have to be patient and understand what they are
It,
saying.
it, it's just not communication. It's just to, uh, how do you say, log every document. because that's what we do as investigators or the community put in the leisures. That is exactly what we do, you know,
Right.
because then we go back and um, I have, I when I went to Michigan, Sangha, you guys know him as Biggie. He's like, "Mama, what's that?" I said, "This is where I keep all my documents. When
Mm.
everywhere I visit, what state, what time I walked in, what is done, I record everything in my mind, and then I just shorthand, and
Yes.
then when I
And
can get, just important to have that in your
well,
mind.
yeah, because you want to keep time stamping. Like for us, our audio and video, it's very important to timestamp because because when you share it with people, well, I know you've been watching, but the audience out there to um, because when you share your story, you also want to, when you're sharing evidence and things like that, you're sharing
Yes,
a story behind that, and that's why it's important to timestamp and um, that Obulus kept coming up with the words that they were saying. It was bizarre. Um, so I would have a list of those, and
also too, when you're communicating, take your time. Say the question and wait just for maybe 10 seconds, and you can hear them say a word.
mm,
You can, they'll hear you say in English, they speak English, they understand what you're saying, so they're going to say it. But
of
when you
course,
guys get so excited, you don't actually hear you. Oh, they're chattering. Yes, but what they're chattering is what they're telling you.
I've heard I've heard one. I forgot what the question was or what have you. Something was thrown, and then you know that light um, on the path that we were at. There was a light that Richie had on the ground that was facing in the woods, and to
Right.
the left of it, I heard a "uh," like a sound, and it was a vocal. It was very close, and because I can hear whoever was over there, that's the west. Um, he or she kept moving, and you can hear the snaps, but they were getting closer because they're also getting a better, I don't know. Look, they're just again they're like revealing themselves to you, but they're very shy, but they're very cautious.
They are very shy, but the leader always tells them too, you do not speak, you watch,
Right.
because we cannot trust humans.
Exactly.
And it
Because we
believe
have audio that they would sit there for like a half hour and not say nothing.
I've heard Richard had Richie had sent me a novel. Can you tell me what you think this is? And I told him it sounds like one of them. So I mean, there's pictures that you and him share with me, and I observe it, and then I'll discuss it with the other council members or um, one of the leaders that I have confined with. And he always told me, he says, you learn, you show, you speak, and you listen.
Exactly. Exactly. And this to me is like a lot of things. It's definitely love, but I never thought that I would be in um, this journey. Um, and as a borderline skeptic, now I've always been intrigued about Bigfoot, UFOs. I know not so much the paranormal, because as a Christian, I try to stay away from spirit. Um, I try to stay away from the dead and all that stuff. But um, This is a whole different ball of wax for me. And I'll tell you, it's second to none beautiful because I love nature. I love being out in the woods, and
Who
when they're
does?
around, when they're around me, I feel at peace.
Yeah.
I have no fear in me, and and I feel that I'm understanding them because sometimes when things get loud, like if they excuse me, like loud breaks, break after break, they want you to leave. You know, um,
Those are warning signs.
exactly. We hear thumping. Um,
When
a
you
lot of
start, if you're pushing too hard, you will get grunts. Then you get things that are heavier thrown. What they throw at you now, like the pine cones or a small branch, I
yep.
mean small, because if it's just tossing to you, like today, I think four of them have been across you, and they weren't heavy. That's just
Hmm.
letting you know I'm here and I'm watching you.
Right, and that's
The
why
other
I thank them.
Yeah, and other ones, if it's a thicker branch, I mean like a thicker branch, like the size of an orange, and they
Right,
actually threw it, then again, those are warnings.
right,
Um,
because we're getting too close.
correct.
Yes.
They're telling. One of the elders says, um, she asked me if I could. Um, oh, you're the one that was singing. She says that, singing, they enjoy singing, hearing someone singing.
Yes, they do.
And
Um,
she says, try for me to try to give you guys a drum. I mean, you
uh,
can give me, let me text her back and tell her she can send it to me or send it to you.
I'll tell you right now, my neighbors will not like me because I love the drums, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, Wojo's banging again," you know. But I could have played I could have played the flute. I mean, not like actually play, but a recording through my
Well,
phone.
even like my music here, you can play the flutes, the drums, or hear them playing the drum like in the women in the background, and we are la 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 la. Them too,
Yep.
they'll like it. You'll hear. Well, I know my four clans. You can hear them like stomp, and then you'll hear that ooh ooh
Yeah.
ooh. They will keep on, and that's in other words, that's just saying, they're enjoying it.
Mm,
And then when it stops, and you tell them, okay, my time has come, I have to shut this down, and I got to say goodbye. Would you walk me out? And this is what when I'm there with you guys, I asked him, walk them out, watch over them.
yep.
The dog man is always on the left side, and the other two satangas are on the right side.
Hmm.
One will always go ahead, and then it's the dog man, and then the other satanga behind you guys. But I
I
think
wonder.
the dog man likes you.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
told me
I
that.
I keep picking it up that he does,
Um,
and
you
that's not
know,
a thing either.
no, and when we ever hear the D word, dog man, you kind of get nervous because um, But I understand that it's a part of a different clan, but they are like good neighbors, like they coexist together, and
Yes,
and I didn't feel any any like warning, any danger,
Right.
because they kept throwing things, the objects in the water, objects like right by us, but it's small, because to me it's like being gentle, as of like, um, it's like telling you yes, and things like that. I mean, it was like awesome. Um, so that's why, if anybody out there that's never seen us, I'll tell you, you'd be like, um, it's pretty, it's awesome, and I'm proud of the group I was with. I was proud of the Satongas of, communicating with us, and have this, dialogue together. And but again, it's being patient, and you got to take things slow. And yes, as excited as we can be, you got to just tone it down a little bit, let them speak, and not cross over talking to them, and we'll give
Because
them a chance.
yes, they will communicate with you in every way that you guys want. This is why I say, I go, you know, be calm and listen. And if you really, really want to have a good communication with them, it's a listening game.
Of course, of course, it's always a listening game, and not only that, for the folks out there, is that, um, we try to keep it fun, and we have funny guys. I mean, look, they're probably researchers. They're serious researchers. No, we know what we're doing, and we're gonna have fun, and we joke around a lot.
Right.
I can have four Satongas right in front of us. You know how many times, and I'm sitting there throwing jokes, and yet
Yeah.
there's like these 8 foot, or taller, um, forest people like looking at you like, and I'm just like a little pea here, like, and I just, what, I care, but when I say I don't care, meaning I am just full of love and energy, and like, if they don't like it and they tell me, then I walk away and say, okay, I will walk
They let
away.
you know. They do let you know.
Of course they do.
But people sometimes, other investigators, it could be maybe 50 years, as myself, still learning. It's always something different. And I
Right.
tell everyone, you're not going to learn everything in one day or 1 month, especially if, you say you've been with them for 14 years.
Hmm.
Even you have a communication with them, but have they actually allow you to see them yet? That takes trust.
Right.
That takes patience. I do. Mine come here.
Hmm. Yes, they do.
And my
And
husband's always saying, I know they haven't done the fields yet, but the smells. And he's like, I haven't gotten used to it. It was your family's here.
me and Richie, we had some of those, and I think, um, when we were with Denny that time, that smell was, oh, it's like,
Yeah, but
we,
every clan or satangas are different.
of course.
They're all
But
different.
I wanted to tell the Satanga, if you're in the bathroom, can you please, like, can you please spray because you stink?
My
But,
husband said the same thing.
I mean, I can't see like anybody on here, just you. But if anybody has any questions, I would love to have a chat. If anybody has any questions.
Does anyone have any questions? And don't be shy. Um, you can ask Wojo if the question you need to hear, the answer you need to hear, please speak, and I'll throw it up so that way you can see it.
Yeah,
Um,
because Elder, like, there are people that have seen the Satangas,
mhm.
but There's some people that I know that have seen them multiple times, but does that make them the expert? No. And this is why I don't know what I saw. I mean, it happened so fast, but I haven't seen anything concrete. But I do hear them. I do smell them, and I acknowledge that they are there. And I would say I'm a 95 percenter, and that's why researching is just a tool for you to understand them. You're understanding the Native American culture because this is they coincide and it's been centuries. And
Yeah.
as a American, I get it.
I have
And
truly tried to tell many researchers that if you're going to look on Google, it's going to take you to another site, to another site. It's going to be a domino effect. You know, I go like, and as being a native, yes, I do know my laws. I share what
yes,
is necessary, and I also have this site where I tell people, if you
mm,
don't believe what I'm saying, then ask an elder that's in your family if you're native. I love challenging other natives that said they are native. I'm like, okay, what tribe are you from? So I can speak their language. I even do it on yours too, yours and Richie.
mm, yep,
Cherokee. I've been trying to teach Sam, and she's doing
yeah,
really
she's
good.
doing very good.
And if she doesn't understand or something, she comes back to me. Mom Bear Claw, how do I say this, or how to spell this, or am I saying it correctly? Then again, when I see others, they say, "Oh, for the nays, I know." I said, "Okay, what tribe, so I can speak to you in your language,
Yes,
or I can tell." My problem is I don't like to feel them, but sometimes it pops through me fast. No, you're a mixed breed. I mean, no offense, anybody, because
right.
I know a lot of them are not 100%. And I will ask them, well, if you know this, tell me so I can explain what you don't know. And
Right.
then, because they're either giving someone false information, and I'm like, no, out of my 50 years plus, I don't ever recall that. But
Right.
again, they say, oh, you're a female. How would you know? Because I have my
Mm,
feet walk through many states. That's
yeah.
how I know. So,
Um, I noticed.
John,
Hey, John, thank you for being on the live, John. We always appreciate you. Um, so JT says, do they follow you home? Um, they followed us out, not in my home because I'm outside. Well, listen, when we say the Bridgewater Triangle, it's not like, oh, they have to be within that boundary. I over the years they've expanded the boundaries. First of all, um, but I know Richie. I know th- I know that they've been at Richie's house where he lives now, and our friend Lisa. Um, You know, Lisa comes out with that. Well, she was coming out with us a lot, but then she has a little. Well, she has an illness, and she's getting better, but it's going to take time for her to get back out in the woods. But we're going to take things slow. But um, when they first reveal themselves to us at night, with their self-illuminating eyes, um, they. I mean, I counted at least about six of them, seven of them, and Lisa was with me, and she was a little nervous. She had my arm, but she didn't run and she didn't freak out. But they did follow her home, and she lives 10 miles away. Lavon, for your answer is that when the audio comes out, it's gonna be groundbreaking as of now you get the understanding of of our investigations. When you listen to the audio, what they say, what they hear, um, the owl sounds, things like that. Well, they mimic other animals, and we hear all that. And when sometimes you hear us go ha, and Richard will go blah blah. Yeah, that's part of their language. It's we brought that to the linguistics expert, and he said that it sounds like a deaf person that has mispronunciations, which is kind of unique. Um, he says he definitely goes. You guys have high probability of Sierra sounds. And when I was at a festival, a Bigfoot festival, I was meeting people and I was explaining to them that that we do have audio of them speaking. I said, "Oh, they go ha blah blah," and they go, and the woman flinched and she stared at her husband. And he sat there smoking a cigarette, staring right through my eyes. I said, "Is there a problem?" And he goes, "We hear the same exact thing." I go, "What? Ha blah blah." They go, "Yeah." And I was blown away. So I played the audio for him. He goes, "That's exactly what they sounded like." I heard that, and I found that
That's a communication.
exactly. It's
Many people have
that's
told me they had different vocals. I'm chewing on ice.
yeah.
And
Somebody else had a question. I don't know who that was.
Levon said the vocals. Then Kurt from our group, he says, I feel they know that you both are trying to get proof on footage. Do you think they just want to have a interaction, so they keep interfering with no pictures? Yes, they do want to have a
Yes.
communication. And yes, also Tongas do not like equipment.
No.
This is why
No.
it gets pixelated, fuzzy, blurry, and it also will sometimes the hearing when you guys are talking, the vocals you can't they put into it. I try to tell people
Yeah.
to understand.
Right. Well, we know that, and um, I think that the timing is coming. The timing of because now even with our equipment, that Kurt was with us also, and thank you, Kurt, because you're a gift. But you can hear the communication. You can hear them throwing things. You can hear um, the oh my god, what's the name of that machine that they're trying to communicate through us.
Oh,
At
the
least
EVP, the EVP,
the
EVP.
Obliviator, I forgot the
But
name again.
you also got to be careful too. It's like I tell Sparky what he does for paranormal and use the EVP to hear them speak. It's also a portal.
Yes,
So
and it could
sometimes
possibly
and
you don't want to wake up the bad
into the other
spirits
entity.
either.
Right. This is why I say smudge everything before you go home. It's
Hmm.
important. I know that everyone doesn't think of it all the time, but when you do use that, you know, sometimes you'll get words that are not understandable,
Right.
or it could be they're using an ancient name or
Hmm.
word, and you're like, wait a minute, I remember hearing this, but was that like in the Bible, or is that like hearing it from maybe a distant relative?
Right.
Now, not to get into the Bible and the Creator, my temple is the Creator's home. I can speak to him wherever I am. And
Hmm.
I know others go to church. I know you go to church. Here, I'm God's temple. My Creator's in here. I speak to him wherever I go. But I
Exactly.
do know all my scriptures. And when I need a certain scripture, I'll pull it out and I'll ask it, speak it. And then the same thing is like I've been telling many people. In the old supper, there was two satangas, one dog, one cat. Then you go up, you hear on the dinner of the supper, they said they were all men. There was two women. So, and they're like, I never know. And I brought it and I showed it, but this is not my laptop. It was given from a friend named Jackie, and I'm still using it.
Mm.
My laptop had everything and I had saved it, but I don't have it anymore because in Canada, the res has it for what happened to Mama Rainfeather. So they hold my computer and they said I'll get it back in 5 years. But it had
um,
of the supper and everything of the old days, the very first one. And it's very rare to get one of them, but you
right.
can see them, all the creatures that are around.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that you know, uh, JT, when we were walking out, it was tough to show you guys, but the watcher, he's always at the entrance leaving the woods,
Yeah.
and he is like the watcher. He's the gatekeeper right there, and he's always at the same spot, or she, always at the same spot. And whenever like I'll have the thermal on him, you don't get nothing. But he tends to, oops, but he tends to he'll throw things at you. But I think it's kind of like a warning. But at the same time, we were talking, and that that the boss said it was okay. um, I know we know the name, but I don't know who said it. I think it was you, that you don't want to keep going around saying it. I think
No,
that's what you said.
yeah, the it you're not allowed to. Well,
No,
I'm not allowed
right.
to say it. I don't want my family or my friends to say it because this is you're walking them in your area or to your home, and then you're thinking your sister or your brother or your mother or your a distant child is at the door or the window.
Mm,
You
right.
don't need that to come in. Then because it happened already and they're asking me how can I is there something you can help me because there's it's coming through the home, and I'm like, okay, well you have to do all these ingredients and do it in your windows, doors, and outside the house.
Mm,
And as you're doing it, do a prayer. You could do your prayer that Heavenly Father, I ask of you to bless this home, bless my outside of my home and the area of the children. And I do it in a different way that we were taught as a medicine and a healer to do this. And I always send, she doesn't have it, then I said, okay, I'll overnight or you'll get in a couple of days what is needed to put in your home for protection.
mm,
We put sweetgrass. You can use it as a smudge too, or keep it in your car as you're
mm,
driving up, your journey wherever you're
mm.
going. I have given many of these to put over the door for protection.
Of course. Yeah, and we're very thankful for that. Um, and like I said, I'm very thankful for what you do for me and Richie. And I hope that people would like to um, try to camp. Um, Robin, yeah, that's a. I don't know if it's a wise thing for now. There's we there's just I don't know. It's you just don't know what else is out in the woods. What I say that is, um, you know, it's a conservation land, and I don't think they will really want to allow that. You can't really have a campfire because that's illegal and all that stuff. We don't want to go through all that, um, but doing what we're doing is good for now because I just don't want to. You never know. That's I'll leave it like that. But I will say this: I'm going to get going because I'm drained, and I think for everyone being on here and listening, and a lot of you that don't know, it's Banter with Richie B.
Yes.
Richie B's the host, and Richie does. I'll tell you, Richie is um, he's a godsend because Richie's good at um, communicating. He really does
And so
of
do
guests that we
you.
have. Oh, thank you. But we do things organically, and you know what? We just like to bring people in our circle, in our community, to share our stories and have
Yeah.
fun.
Right.
So, but
Well,
thank
thank
you
you
for
for
having me.
coming on. It was
Yes,
it
yes,
was a very good live. We got a lot
absolutely.
of things that were unexpected, but it was enjoyable.
Yes, it was. It really was, and we had a lot of fun. Um, so aho everyone, blessings for everybody, and hopefully
Hi,
you come
hi.
on over and say hello. All right,
Yes. Thank you so
bye
much.
everybody.
Bye bye. All right. Okay. I saw a huge butter. Not sure I caught it. What happened now? Thank you for joining, Kurt. Let's see. What happened to JP's son? Oh, a fever. Oh, goodness. I think he's getting the virus that everybody had in your house. Okay, everyone. I did tell you about Oregon, what happened there, and why don't understand why humans want to do. They say they're going to investigate, but yet they're hunting, and that's not cool. So, um, I'm just really frustrated about that. And I offered them to go to the border where I go and visit. I also mentioned to her there's Sonora over here where we have the three falls, um, Yosemite Falls, and that clan there they have took in so many other clans, um, young ones, because they get left behind and not knowing how to handle everything. But I do want to say when you do go out investigate, please, if you do carry a weapon, use it only for protection, not towards them, because I don't think they will bluff you and come right at you and charge at you. I can understand if it's maybe a bear or something, but Ramona, people you don't care and have no respect anymore. Yeah, I understand. That's what I said. And it's not like the old days, really. You know, when I started as a little girl, when I was 5, learning how to hunt and to kill your first animal, and then becomes my name because I say that is the spirit name that was given by the Creator, Mother Earth. And then when you're finding that um, going to someone deleted Sunway's comment and I missed from the channel. Who's deleting the comments? I didn't see anything on my side get deleted. I need your opinion. Who sent an IOIC out? It's important. Okay, did any of my monitors delete it? Lisa, I think someone misunderstanding maybe. Okay, well, what did you say, Soundwave? Because on my side, it doesn't show that they delete something. Mm, mm-mm. Aw, thank you. Yes, my medicine bags are very strong, protected, and they have been prayed by me as I make them. And then when it's someone has asked me to help them protect them in whatever situation or health wise, or even in the woods, not just me, but whoever, either an auntie's here or uncle's here, for an elder, I have them help me bless it too. And there's been many that have. Why am my arm is hot because I've been getting poked over here, and my glasses are going like I'm in fog. So okay, somewhere I think it was just June picture comment or something. Okay. Well, some way. I don't see who. I don't see anything here. Let me go back up. Because on my end, it doesn't show that anything was deleted. Nope. It's colorated. No big deal for me. So I don't know how to react. It looks like a gray skinned person and not a monkey. I think we spoke about this before, Soundwave, and I have given you information about it. I hope we're not going to go back to that same one, but the gray what you're talking about isn't it or Ray, and I've told you that before. I don't think it is a Satanga because you try to share something and sorry. Okay, so many YouTube got to watch. Think about it. I'm going to say this. Sunway, I know you're a good person, but sometimes your contents is unmarkable. I don't know if you're hitting the sauce again, but please. I blocked him for 10 seconds. See if he came back. Okay, why did you block him? What did he say? Because it doesn't show on my side. I'm sorry. I know that he really does mean well. Um, there he is. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say you did. I was asking why were you put on timeout? Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and come to a close. It's an hour and 30 minutes. Um, it's been a very long day, long couple days. But yes, I do know. And you're fine, sweetheart. Just remember to control. And when you have personal things like that you want to talk about, you know how to get a hold of me and we can talk about it. But to other people, they don't like to talk about the it or the rake. But again, just email me or message me, okay? I just saw someone else had delete Someways comment, and I hid them from the channel, but unhid. I don't see it. English can be misunderstood by me too. Okay, it's okay, everybody. Don't worry. It's not a problem. He can ask the question again. Soundwave. Before I log off, can you put your question back on here so we can answer your question? I just heard a big bang in my backyard. Hold on. Soundwave, bring your question here, honey. Alrighty. Oh. Oh. My right hip to my thigh to my hip is very stiff for me. I'm gonna walk up and sit on the stump, sit there, and then get back up and walk and just like looking at everything. It's okay. He says, "You're not living if ain't getting somebody mad." No one's mad. Oh my goodness. Okay, Soundwave. I'll let you back in for, I know I just had to put it out there. What did you have to put out there? Now you're making me upset. What is it? Because you and I have gone back and forth And I try to communicate with you properly, and then you want to blame alcohol for indigenous natives, and I'm not going to go there. So, is it an important question that has to do with Satangas? Or you're looking to say something and it came out wrong? It's all good. If you're getting mad, it means I over the mark and winning. Oh my gosh. You have a comment, John? What is it? Okay. Rana, it wasn't a question. It was something missaid. Oh, okay. I would like to know if Bigfoot's the only ones that make tree X's. Yes. Are there other things that use structures? How many times have we gonna go through the same questions? These are the two same questions you ask me almost every time. Okay. I'm trying not to be mean, rude, but if you're drinking out in the swamps, I just don't care to have it that way. If you are, you know why I'm that way. Yeah, I do. But it's all for the wrong reasons too, and I've also told you that. I listen to everything and then listen to you fall asleep for an hour, and I'm like, hello, hello. Here we go again. I got nothing here that you sent me. A juvenile Bigfoot, Mama. Oh. The juvenile Bigfoot was shot by a human, and I didn't like it. And it's been 2 months, and they're going into the woods and having a joy of shooting everything, shooting other animals, and it is not good. Yes, I saw him say he got a good picture of a juvenile. Okay, well, you didn't send it to me, so I can't see it. Swan Lake, the outdoors. Oh, he sent the picture to John? John T or John P? I didn't get no picture from you. Elder Medicine Bear Claw? Is that where you sent it? did you send it to my personal messenger? No, not even to there. Send it to Elder Medicine Bear Claw Messenger. Soundwave, please. Noneka Neshtuakwaya. Just break my heart. Oh, you should have seen me crying when she was telling me. I was. Then my eyes said, okay. And then my husband radioed me to come down and try personal. I did look on my personal. It's not there. No, I don't see it. Yes. I'm sending you a message. I just text you, so we'll find out. Okay. All right. Alrighty, everyone. I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off. But yes, my head. No one put him on. No one blocked him or nothing. I messaged him on Messenger, so he'll be sending it to me. That's a juvenile. He has dark hair, dark eyes. He's not gray. I mean, for what I've been told, it's over in the swamp. They're more of a black like that. And then there's a bird on top. You see that? There's also another one on the left side up by the tree. The leaves are moss. It looks like moss on the down. Okay, enlarge it up. All right, everyone. Thank you, Sanway. Wayne, thank you for sending it to me. And it's like a baby, a juvenile, very young one. Many exes are like that, are in many areas. So yes, you can share if you want. Well, thank you. I will let other people know that you share this with me and you would like me to share it with them. Okay, well, I'm tired. I can hear my voice already. As I feel like I want to cry again. So I am not over this. I really love all creatures, spiders, worms. I do. I feed them too in my backyard. My satangas like to pick the earthworms and eat them. Orva loves them. She said they're her delightful desserts. I'm planning to go do another trip. I'm trying to do another trip to Michigan. That way I can go to Ohio. I know in PA too. Gonna circle around, make a loop. I'm not sure if we're gonna do Ohio first, then PA. Because I like to go and see Lavon there and Griff. So again, many blessings to everyone. I thank Wojo for joining me on the live here and sharing about his life tonight. His life was awesome. His enriches. You know, it was a blessing. So I love everyone. Hi, Elkoe. Hi. Many blessings to you and good night, everyone. May the Creator and our Father, Jesus Christ, and Mother Earth bless you and guide you on your journey. Thank you so much. Hi. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's free. Bye, everybody. Ooh.